Also breaking tonight, President Trump has invoked a more than 200-year-old law to speed up the deportation of illegal immigrants linked to a violent Venezuelan gang. But just hours after issuing the order, a federal judge blocked the move. Sarah Maki joins us now with more on the history of that wartime authority and the legal battle it's all started now. Hi, Sarah.
Yeah, hi, Chris. Well, right, that is called the Alien Enemies Act, enacted just 22 years after the Declaration of Independence. A federal judge has already halted the rollout, but our legal expert tells us this will end up in front of the Supreme Court, and soon.
In a proclamation Saturday, President Trump ordered the swift removal of anyone affiliated with the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, specifying they would be subject to immediate apprehension, detention, and removal, citing the authority of the Alien Enemies Act of 1798.
I suspect that we will get a quick decision from the United States Supreme Court on this one.
Our legal analyst, Irv Miller, telling us this will be an interesting case to watch.
I had to read up on this.
You and me both.
When is the last time that you came across this legal authority that the president has?
I've never seen it.
Never seen it because the Alien Enemies Act was last used in World War II to track and detain foreigners from Italy, Germany, and Japan. But the U.S. is not at war with Venezuela, and the Alien Enemies Act has never been used in this way, setting up a battle over the issues of national safety versus constitutional rights like fair treatment and the right to a hearing.
You as a person in this country, not necessarily even a citizen, you have due process rights, and therefore you have to be treated fairly by the government. That's what government must respect, and that's why due process is such a fundamental right.
ICE announced last month they had arrested a suspected gang member in North Carolina, suspected of a mass shooting in Chicago, though giving no other details about that crime. And in March last year, a suspected gang member arrested in the Chicago area after firearms charges. A federal judge has issued a temporary restraining order on Trump's move, the same day it was issued, preventing the deportations for 14 days.
The judge said any planes that were in the air at the time of his decision would have to be turned around. That next hearing in this case is scheduled for March 21st. From the newsroom, Sarah Maki, CBS News, Chicago.
Sarah, thanks very much for that. As Sarah mentioned, the Alien Enemies Act was first enacted in 1798. To give you some perspective, at that time, the U.S. was preparing for what was believed to be a war with France. Congress was worried immigrants would sympathize with the French. The act was created to give the president wide powers to imprison and deport non-citizens in the time of war. To put that year in context, 1798, Napoleon Bonaparte led a French expedition to Egypt. The U.S. also created the Marine Corps.